Hi friends, welcome to my channel if you're new here. My name is Jay, and today it is September 24th, I think. And I want to take you guys on a garden tour. I've got some stuff that I have to harvest, but I'm on a time crunch like I literally always am. My parents are coming to get me in 30 minutes and we're going to the farmer's market together. And you guys, the time that I spend with my parents at the farmer's market, because we go decently often, is time that I cherish. I love it so much. But I'm just gonna take you around. There's a few specific things that I wanna show you, and we have a few things that we need to harvest. Fall in upstate, the seasons in upstate New York. Hang on, I'm letting the chicks out. The seasons in upstate New York have no chill. It was literally, come on guys, it was 82 degrees, and then the next day it was 55. So this morning it's 6:30 in the morning, no, 7:30 in the morning, and it is 52 degrees. So it is chilly. I'm in my winter attire. And here, let me show you the garden. It's beautiful. Got the chickies over here. Oh, they're so funny. They make me laugh. So as you can see, it's still beautiful, and that makes me really happy. I want it for as long as I can have it, of course. But no, the seasons here, they have no chill. It's like, it's 1 minute it's summer, and the next minute it's like fall, borderline winter. It's ridiculous. But no, we've got some, get my tripod. We've got some things to harvest today, and then there's just a few things in the garden that I want to show you. Honestly, I have a fail to show you. I have a success to show you and a fail to show you. And then I'm not going to do any filming at the farmer's market because I really want to, like I said, cherish the time that I spend with my parents and be very present. But I am going to show you my farmer's market haul because I took out $100 to spend, which is a lot for a farmer's market, I feel like. And I'm going to do a little haul with you and show you what all we got. And then in a separate video, we are going to preserve everything we get out of the garden today and everything that I get at the farmer's market. But I'm going to do that tomorrow. So anyway, let's go ahead and get harvesting. Okay, so first I have terribly neglected my peppers, and they've produced a ton. Like pretty much all of my banana peppers have turned red at this point because I have just left them. I've been so busy and just honestly haven't had the time to get to them. But now that it's so cold, they're not gonna produce anymore. They're done. Peppers and tomatoes need heat, and I just really don't see them growing any more new peppers before we get an actual frost, because that's gonna come soon. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pick everything that I have here. Mostly, and we'll deal with them tomorrow. So I was not expecting my banana peppers to turn red, and I Googled it when it happened because I was like, are these even banana peppers? They are. So basically, I don't know, it was months ago, I can't remember why they do it, but I remember reading that once one of them turns red, you have to pick it off immediately because the rest of them will turn red. I didn't catch it in time. It was fully red by the time I realized I had a red banana pepper, and that was true. One of them turned red, and then all of them turn. But honestly, I don't care about the color. It means nothing to me. The thing I care about is taste. So I've got one here. Let's taste it together and see if this is good, because if it tastes good, then I'll still be excited. I don't care about the color. That is delicious. It tastes just like a banana pepper. Here. You want some? Do you want some? Do you want some? I love having chickens so much. Wait, you all done? They're not usually allowed over here because I was trying to protect my peppers, but I don't really care anymore. Connie, Connie, do you want this? Baby, do you want this? Good girl. Pretty girl. Okay, I got all of the peppers that I'm gonna get, I think. Let me take you around and show you a couple things. So actually, here's my pepper harvest, and I'm really pleased with this. I've got quite a few. Look at how pretty this is. That is so pretty. There are a few that I left because they are like very, very small. Like, let's see if I can show you. This one, that's tiny, tiny, tiny. So I'll leave them a little bit longer, maybe another week, and just see, you know, if they get any bigger. But I want to show you my pumpkins. So the plants originate along here, and I grew them into the middle of my main garden. And you know, it's true what they say, like a pumpkin patch, like you need a lot of space to grow pumpkins, because this is I think this is 10 feet across, I'm pretty sure. And I mean, you know, they're filling the space, and now they're growing into my tomatoes. But let me show you. I'm so excited. Look! Ah! I'm so excited. I've never grown pumpkins in my life. And I've got a few. Let's see, I have enough. Yep, right there. So I've got 3, and then I've got a few babies throughout. I'm trying. That's like one of those things where I try not to look too closely, because I just want to let it do its thing. I don't want to obsess over it, you know? So I'm just kind of letting them do their thing, but they're so cute. I haven't seen any more female flowers since the other day when I posted about it on my Instagram. Yeah, these are all male flowers, but it's happening. So I wanted to show you that. And then I wanted to talk to you about tomatoes for a second, and give you a little piece of advice. And if you're like me and you're getting dangerously close to a frost, but you still have tomatoes, green tomatoes on the vine. I've got a bunch. I've got green tomatoes everywhere. What you need to do, you see how I have flowers still coming on? Take those babies off. Go through and find all of your flowers and take them off. Because these, for me, are definitely not going to turn into tomatoes before it frosts. Absolutely not. There's not enough time. So I don't care about these flowers, and the plant is putting its energy into these right now. And that's not what I want it to do. What I want it to do is to put its energy into ripening the ones that are already here. That's what it needs to do. That's what I want it to do. And so by picking off all of these flowers, that's telling the plant, nope, 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 nope. Please stop. I don't want these. I want you to focus, and I want you to ripen what you already have. So take the time. This is me trying to motivate you. Take the time, get out here, find all the flowers that you can. Now I'm speaking to the people who don't have a ton of, if you have a month or more left, sure, I mean, let it put on a few more, you know. But we're down to weeks now before I have a frost, maybe less. So this is a no-go for me. Definitely don't have enough time. So if you want to encourage what you already have to ripen, then come out and pick out all the flowers. But I have still been coming out here and snacking it up. I am gonna be so sad to lose my fresh tomatoes. So I have been coming out and enjoying them every chance I get. All right. Let me grab my basket and I'll be right back with you. Come on, off. Off the patio. Come on. You know better. Off the patio. Come on. Naughty chicks. Okay, something else I want to show you. Well, first of all, can we talk about the light filtering in through my trellis? Come on. Ugh. My sweet peas have produced the entire season. My Blushing Susie, Black-Eyed Susan vine took a long time to take off, but now that it has, I mean, gosh, so pretty. Look at that morning light. Beautiful. Can I help you? What are you doing? You handsome? Guys, I love being outside so much. You want me to kick your ball? Okay. Okay, go back. Go back. Benny, go back. Okay, let's focus. So, here is my very sad sunflower patch. Much sadness. These babies, they're tired. They're done. So what I want to do, I want to come through and clip all of these off. Let's see if I can do it one-handed. My plan is to dry these babies and give them to the chickens throughout winter time to give them something to do. So I'm going to try to do a better job clipping them so that they have a stem. Let's see, like this. Because what I do is, I have hardware cloth, not chicken wire, that is around their coop, their run, I guess, and I stick the stem up in through the hardware cloth and it hangs down and they peck up at it. And it really offers them a great distraction and just something else to do than just being bored. I love doing that, so I'm going to save these, dry them, and give them to them in the wintertime and give them something to do, something to snack on. That's my plan. So I'm gonna go through here and do that really quick. Alright, I left just a couple up there for the birdies if they wanna, because I like watching them in the window and they come and snack on those. Plus my cats turn into little dinosaurs when there's birds on the sunflowers. It's cute. So I left a couple, but here's what I harvested, quite a few. It's supposed to be a nice, beautiful, sunny day today, so I'm gonna lay these out and let them get a little bit of drying time in the sun. Okay, I am back from the farmer's market. And guys, if you have never been to a farmer's market or if you don't go regularly, let this be your motivation. Get out there. It is such a fun experience. I went with my parents and it was so much fun. We had such a blast. There's just like this energy in the air when you go to the farmer's market, and it's so much fun. So I went with $100, and I want to very briefly go over everything with you, what I ended up getting. So I got this huge box of tomatoes. These are not seconds. They're in great shape. These are Roma tomatoes for $18, which I thought was a freaking steal. And I went through, they're all in really, really good shape. And I'm not exactly sure what I want to do with them yet, but I think I have an idea, so we're gonna process these together. I got a bag of plums. I love plums. I don't like eat them as often as I probably should, but I love them so much. And I got this bag. They're in great shape for $3. The only things I went to the farmer's market with my $100 and an open mind. I didn't have like any preservation goals or anything that I was really wanting to get. I went with an open mind and just kind of purchased what caught my eye or what struck me. The only things that I wanted to get were honey and butter. And so the honey was the very last thing I purchased because I wanted to look at everybody's prices. So I got this 3-pound container of local honey, local to upstate New York, for I think it was $22, I'm pretty sure. So this is great. I'm still not out of my last container of honey, so this will be really great to have. I go through honey like crazy. This butter I've been buying. Buying butter like this is very motivating to get a dairy cow someday, because this block of unsalted grass-fed meadow butter is $18 for this. And it's just, sometimes it's very expensive to eat organically, locally. Sometimes certain things can be expensive. Obviously, a huge bag of plums for $3, a huge box of tomatoes for $18. Those things are affordable. But when you start to get into things like butter and honey and whatnot, it can get pricey. Guys, this is the most delicious butter I've ever had. So good. And I was excited. As soon as I saw the guy, I was like, I'm here for your butter. So I got it out of his fridge and I was like, is this still $18? Because, you know, inflation. He was like, yep. I was like, good. I've been so looking forward to buying this. He leans in and he goes, you want to buy 5 pounds of it? I was like, yes. He gave me his card and he was like, call me on Monday. I'll give you a price. I was like, okay. So I'll be seeing about that. But no, it's very, very, very good butter. This was an impulse buy. It was probably a little overpriced, but I like to support people. This was a jam called Rhubarb Heaven. It caught my eye. They have the cutest little labels, and they have their ingredients listed on the bottom. It's rhubarb, pineapple, strawberries, sugar, and pectin. They're local to the town that I live in, and they're called Margaret and Anastasia, and I bought it from Margaret. Margaret was the one there. So I'm really, really excited to try that because I want to grow rhubarb next year, and I'm down for some jam ideas. I bought some blackberries, again on impulse because I love blackberries. I bought some Brussels sprouts. I'm growing Brussels sprouts, but mine don't look like this yet. I hope that they will eventually. And I've got a really fun recipe. I already know what I want to do with these, and I will be sharing that in my next video. I got a butternut squash that we're going to be making something with. I got some corn. And my mom bought a big bag of onions, so she gave me a few onions. Those are in there too. The last thing that I want to talk to you about, and the thing that I'm the most excited for, poor Tom is sitting over here. He's going to have to listen to it all over again because I was so excited to tell him about it. These are elderberry bushes. Guys, I have wanted elderberry bushes so bad, but I didn't think they were a wise choice for me here at this property because we only have a 1/4 acre. Half of that is the backyard. Elderberry bushes are known to spread really rapidly, and they can get anywhere from 5 to 8 feet tall. They're very big and they take up a lot of space. And so I just didn't think it was wise to introduce that into our small backyard. And so I had kind of given up. I didn't think I'd be able to have elderberries here. But then, and also elderberry bushes, they're not like raspberry bushes. You can't really just go to your local like Home Depot and find elderberry bushes. I've never seen them anyway. And so I thought, you know, if I ever did get them, I'd have to order them and have them come, you know, online. And so I had just kind of given up hope. I saw a little stand. It's where I bought the plums, just a little table. And she was just selling like various little fruit baskets and stuff. And she had a few of these, and they were like, she had a sign. And so I went up to her and I was like, oh my goodness, I'm so sad seeing these because I was just researching these the other day and I don't think it's feasible to have them at my property. You know, I have a really small backyard. I'm so sad. I so wish I could buy these from you. She was like, girlfriend, I grow mine in pots. I've had my elderberry bushes in pots on my patio successfully for years now. She was like, just put them in pots. She was like, do you have a sunny, you know, spot in your backyard? I was like, definitely. She was like, put them in pots. And so we were talking more about it, and I told her, I was like, I want the flowers for tea, but I want the berries for other things, like making jams and syrups and whatnot. And she was like, well, no, you can't, because if you pick off the flowers, you're not going to get the berries. Like, the blooms are the berries. And I was like, yeah. She was like, what you need to do is have 2 of them. You can use one for the flowers, the blooms, and one for keep for the berries. And then you can have both of the things you want. And I was like, what a good idea. So she sold me this little bundle of 2 in this adorable basket for a discounted price after chatting with me for like 10 minutes. It was an excellent experience. And it brings me to another good point. If you do go to your farmer's market, which you should if you have one locally, network with people, talk to the farmers, talk to the people selling the produce, ask questions. They're usually very eager to talk to people about what they do. They're very passionate, just like you probably are. If you're watching this, you're into these same kinds of interests. They love to talk about these things. So network, learn, talk to people. You never know what opportunities you might run into doing that kind of thing. But no, I'm very, very excited to own some elderberries. She told me that she thinks she thinks that they should produce their first year, but certainly their second year. So I'm gonna keep them indoors this winter, and then in the spring I'll up pot them into a bigger pot and I'll get them out onto my patio, and hopefully I'll have elderberries and the blooms that I want to use for tea, and we'll talk about that more, you know, later next year when it comes time. But I just wanted to let you know that elderberries are now on my homestead, and I'm so excited about it. But I think that was everything I wanted to talk to you guys about. There was just one thing outside this morning that I forgot to show you, the fail that I mentioned earlier today. How convenient that that's the one thing I forgot to show you. But I will, just not right now, because Tom and I have other plans today, and I want to sit down for a second and relax. So I'll take you outside and show you that last thing in the garden. I'll, you know, put it at the end of this video. But yeah, stay tuned, because I'm going to be preserving all of this, the tomatoes, the Brussels sprouts, the butternut squash, not the corn, I only got enough for Tom and I to eat. The onions, it's just really easy what I'm gonna do with them, but I'll show you. The plums, I can't decide. You could make them into a jam. My best friend Heidi did that. She turned her plums this year into jam. She gave me some of it, so I don't really need jam, and I love them, so I might just eat those fresh, so I might not do anything with these. But the tomatoes, and I really want you guys to see the recipe for the Brussels sprouts, because it's gonna be so good. So I'll go ahead and say goodbye to you now, but I will add the second garden piece at the end of this video. So guys, thank you so much. I love this kind of stuff. Stay tuned for that preservation video, and I hope that you guys have an awesome day. Bye. All right, this is my fail. This right here. This is broccoli, and there's another one behind it. And where did I put those? There's one. Oh wow, that one is really small. There's one there, and I can't even remember where all I put them now. And then over here is a cauliflower. There's one right there, and there's one over here. And right here, guys, this is pitiful. This is a fail. I failed. This broccoli over here is the best looking one. Come back over. This one is the best looking one. And I started these indoors about a month-ish, I think, before I transplanted them. I waited until it wasn't unbearably hot. It was getting cool in the evenings. And still yet, they're pitiful. I'm not gonna get any broccoli or cauliflower from those. So I don't know, I'm thinking maybe I should have started them sooner, gotten them more established before I put them outside, waited a little longer. I did fertilize them once. I mean, they've not been out here that long to justify needing another one. So not really sure what I did there, but alas, no broccoli or cauliflower for me. Anyway guys, thanks for watching.